Hey guys, I'm Danielle and this is Bookchara, and back by popular demand, this is episode 3 of Bookchara Beats. So if this is your first Beats episode, this is where I update you on my reading and also provide you with 5 video recommendations for the week. So with that, I am going to do things a little bit differently today because I did get a small book haul and I wanted to show you guys what I got. So these 3 books were books that I got from Better World Books whenever they had their Cyber Monday sale. So it was like 30% off, $30 or more. So I got The Winter King by Christine Cohen. And this one is a middle grade fantasy, and I'm reading this one to fulfill the Prancer prompt for Reindeer Readathon, and that prompt was that you were supposed to read a book with your favorite season on the cover. I will admit that I am also drawn to this book because of the blonde-haired girl with the braid. Yeah, I have this thing with books where I like see myself in them. So I don't know if you can relate, but this one is middle grade fantasy. And I think I'll just read the little blurb on the back. It says, "A village trapped in winter, a tyrannical god, and a girl who will do anything to keep her family alive." So I am actually going to be picking this one up this month, so stay tuned. I think it's going to be amazing. Next, I got Out of My Heart by Sharon Draper. This is book 2 in the Out of My Mind, or it's the sequel to Out of My Mind by Sharon Draper. And I actually have that book as well. This is Out of My Mind. So I absolutely loved this book when I read it. I gave it 5 stars. And it's about a young girl named Melody, and she has cerebral palsy. Well, and I don't think this is too spoilery, but in book 2, she is now equipped with her Medi-Talker, which is allowing her to communicate with the world. And she has decided that she is going to take on summer camp. So I am so excited to continue on with Melody's adventure. Also, in case it wasn't obvious, this is middle grade realistic fiction. Next, we have Untethered by Kaylin Flanders. This is book 2 in the Shielded series, and I was actually fortunate enough to get to read Shielded as an advanced reader copy. Let me hold that one up for you. So this is Shielded. That is Princess Genessera. I just love this cover. I love everything about it. This is book 1, and I did want to read to you my thoughts on book 1. It was kind of fun for me even to look back because it's been a while since I read this book. Okay, so this is my Goodreads review after I read Shielded. I devoured Shielded, especially after the halfway mark, and the whole time I was thinking, I don't want this to end. But end it did, and quite to my liking. I wasn't left hanging, but also had plenty to anticipate. If you've got a soft spot for a YA fantasy adventure, including but not limited to a magic-wielding warrior princess, dark mages, a hidden library, and a living forest, intense battle scenes, and a love story you'll want to claim as your own, this book is for you. So yeah, man, I read this in March of 2020, and I'm just now getting around to to Untethered. It's okay. I don't think I'm gonna have trouble picking up where I left off. So that was my recent Better World book haul. I got all 3 of those books for $22. And now on to books I am currently reading. I am currently reading The Woods by Harlan Coben. This is the first time I have ever read a book by Harlan Coben. This is a mystery thriller. It's about 500 pages long. I am listening to the audiobook. The audiobook is about 12 and a half hours long, and I have listened to about 2.5 hours of that, and so that puts me at just past the 100-page mark in the physical book. Initial thoughts. Okay, so this is good because I haven't figured it out yet. I had a recent experience with Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, which some of you may be familiar with. It's another mystery thriller suspense novel. And I had that one figured out within 36 pages. So to me, that's like a little bit discouraging. But I don't have this figured out, and I find that I'm really just enjoying the audiobook. I don't feel like I'm in a big hurry to try to figure things out. I'm loving the main character, Cope. He's like kind of snarky and sarcastic. He's an attorney, and I don't know, I'm liking some of his inner dialogue, and yeah, so far so good. Next, I am reading Unholy by Neil Shusterman. This is book 2 in the Unwind Dystology. I loved Unwind. If you are a fan of Scythe, which I'm probably going to be repeating myself because I planned to also read my Unwind review to you, and I think I said the same thing, but if you are a fan of Scythe by Neil Shusterman, which is a pretty well-known book series, I highly recommend picking this up. I feel like these books are so underhyped and they're really, really good. This is YA, I forgot to turn the page. So yeah, this is YA dystopian sci-fi. And there are 402 pages in this particular copy. I am on page 192 and loving it, I think, just as much as the first one. Okay, so this is Unwind. This is the first book in the series. Obviously, I got some different editions, but I have a quote from this book. Unwinds didn't go out with a bang. They didn't even go out with a whimper. They went out with the silence of a candle flame pinched between two fingers. And I wrote, Unwind will be in my top reads of 2022. I am so thankful for Is Bailey Reading for recommending it to me. And she's right, this series is way underhyped. If you like Scythe, try this. It's easy to pick up and hard to put down, and it touches on subjects that matter while still being intense and entertaining. You guys, I'm reading some of my favorite books right now. This is amazing. That's how it's supposed to be. So that is my update on what I am currently reading. Thank you for listening. Now we are moving on to the video recommendations portion of this video. So the 5 videos that I picked to share with you this week are, in no particular order. For video number 1, I have Amy at A Star Reads, and I'm going to have to read this because it's a mouthful. 12 Days of Christmas Carol Advent Calendar Challenge. This is her 3rd year of doing it, and this year the song that she's using to help her pick her December books is Deck the Halls, and she sings with her mom Sharon in this video. I love these two so much. I love them with all of my heart, and I look forward to her Advent Calendar Challenge every single year. So yeah, I think that's everything you need to know. This is Amy's way of picking her December books. It is so much fun to watch. Please go watch it. The next video I'm going to recommend to you is a video that you will find on the channel called Mona Lisa Reads. And I recently met Mona Lisa Reads on Bookish Chaz's sprints that he had recently. She's a friend of Chaz. She and I became fast friends and are actually looking forward to reading Robin Hobb, Assassin's Quest together in February. So a fellow Hobb enthusiast, I have found a friend. So the video I'm recommending is her monthly update video for December. And I do want to let you know Mona Lisa's channel is relatively new. She's only got about 50 subs right now. So I really hope you'll head over there and support her and her booktube endeavor. This video is mostly focused on wintry and Christmas reads, so it's kind of cool to see what she's going to be reading this month, and who knows, maybe you may find some inspiration there. So highly recommend this. Head over to Mona Lisa Reads. The 3rd video I'm recommending in this episode of Bookchara Beats is a video by an autistic reader. This is Christine, and she has a catwalk TBR game. Okay, first of all, cats. Okay, what more do you need to know? And second of all, I was really, really honored this month because as part of her game, she needed to draw a booktuber out of a cup, and she drew my name, and then she used my December TBR prompts to help her pick some of her books for this month. And so she took my prompts and she interpreted them and she made them work for her. And it was a lot of fun to see her do that. So yeah, Catwalk TBR, go watch. Video number 4 is a bookish unboxing by Bookish Chaz. Chaz hasn't done an unboxing so far, other than kind of like an exchange, a book exchange that he was doing at one point. So this is an unboxing. It's kind of a surprise. He didn't say exactly what it was that he was unboxing in his thumbnail or in the video description, so I don't want to give it away, but I am going to say, if you are a fan of The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, you should watch this video. Good stuff. And as always, I am happy to support Chaz. He's wonderful. And then finally, for my 5th recommendation, I'm going to give you a twofer. And for my twofer, I am going to recommend both Naomi's Bookshelf and Pages with Paige have a Whodunit Readathon announcement video that you guys need to check out if you haven't already. I am co-hosting the Whodunit Readathon with Paige and Naomi. My tongue, what is happening? With Paige and Naomi in January. And it is going to be a Clue-themed readathon inspired by our collective TBR games. This is going to be so much fun, you guys. You get to pick your character that you're playing as. You get to interpret your own prompts, so you can basically read whatever you want. It does not have to be mystery books. And at the end, we get to solve the mystery, the whodunit, the who, where, and what all together. So yes, I am plugging this readathon again. If you don't like it, are you really my friend? Just kidding. Just kidding. I hope you like it. I'm plugging this readathon again. I hope you go and check out my co-host videos. I want to support them just as much as they support me. And so there you have it. We did it. We did it. Episode 3 of Bookchara Beats is in the wraps. I want to give a special thanks to Chaz and to Mona Lisa for encouraging me to do the beats again. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit of work, but it's a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm glad we did this. So fingers crossed that you guys will see me this time next week with another Beats update. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful reading week. Bye.